Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. This is a series I did in advance while I was on vacation, and I filmed a bunch of stuff and scheduled it ahead of time. This one is called A because I thought of this one after I had already done the other ones, and I would be back by now. So I put it on the beginning and called it A. This is another practice piece from an Alyssa Burke class that I'm taking. No information here. It's just Alyssa Burke, Alisa Burke. It's a $15 class that I signed up for, but it is the way that it is geared. I like it. It works for my little brain. There's like 7 or 8 minutes a day. You don't get anything in advance, and it's teeny tiny steps in um, all about architecture and how to draw architecture. And we're still in some warm-up phases and elaborating a tiny bit, doing window shapes and then repeating that shape, or doing column shapes and then repeating that shape as an overall pattern. This was fun. I even did one on Procreate. We already did one that you would just cut out buildings and put them instead of the drawings. You would just cut out rectangles or whatever shape you want your buildings to be. Okay. The dog and the husband are going for a golf cart ride, but it's chilly this morning. It's beautiful yesterday, but it is so covered in pollen. Anyhow, so I went back in with my Stabilo and added windows and roof lines and different things, and then I'm going to go in with water and activate all that, and it is supposed to be extremely loose. These are extremely fast, like a minute or two each, or maybe a little bit longer, but not much. This was a page I did the other day, and I didn't like it, so I'm going to block out what I don't like and leave what I do like, which are the red and blue swirly things with some very, very old paint. So I had to get out another one, and I put yellow in the background, which doesn't completely cover up what's there, because that's kind of like what I like. I like a little bit of it to peek forward, and I love a yellow. But I really like how that turned out. And then I have a lot of yellow left on my paintbrush, so I went in with another piece of sketch paper and just added rectangles and started drawing shapes. Not unlike windows or buildings, but a little bit different. I did a couple of these at the beach a couple weeks ago, and it reminds me kind of like a Navajo blanket. Now this one has a frame, so it's a little bit different. Not particularly a Navajo blanket, an indigenous people blanket. It could be any tribe from any country. But I love how these just are a pattern repeated, and very, very make your brain think fast, loose, a certain shape, color, combos, groupings. I did groupings of 4, I think. Yeah. And then I had a little bit extra, so I practiced some more columns and parts of the column. Here was a piece of paper that I had wipe-off paint from a paintbrush left over, and I just started adding circles. This was a really good way for me to warm up, a good practice for me to get into. I might need to do this more because I'm starting to not run out of ideas. I think I get inspired from anything. This was a piece of paper that I did the other day. I'm just gluing it into this child's board book and blocking out the rest with purple, although it's very light and opaque. I am adding more purple to it with Stabilos and keep adding another layer here and there. A good, huge warm-up session. This was a piece that I did the other day, too, that I didn't like. So I'm deciding to add more paper to it. I still have the purple out. Not paper, paint. And I still have the purple out, so I'm adding that to it, adding a couple more colors that kind of match what was already there. Just in about a 15-minute span, I created about 4 or 5 pages, put some paper down in a board book, wiped off some brushes to start the beginnings of some more stuff, and added colors to things that I didn't like, and I'm almost to the point where I like them now. And just a good warm-up session is a great tool to have in your toolbox. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye.